Right now I am finishing planting the tomatoes. So I usually shoot for June 1st, so we're not that far off. I did get 12 of them over there planted last weekend, I think. Gosh, I don't remember. Maybe it was the weekend before. It'll be interesting to see if they all just equal out anyways. So these are sort of raised beds that are level with the ground. The ground here is at a slope. It's not level, so that's why I built these. So they're made to hold 3 tomatoes each. They are 14 inches by 88 inches, and they're only 2x6s. But I can get away with that because the soil underneath is good. If you have terrible soil underneath, a 2x6 raised bed is not going to work. Looks like the chickens already made a mess. I already took all these wood chips out of here and they just put them back in. These are peppers from last year. Just gonna take these out. I had 4 peppers in here last year. These could go in a compost pile, or I could just leave them right there. This basically is a compost pile. It's probably over a foot deep of wood chips over here on this low end. Let me make sure the camera's pointed in the right spot. Yeah, I can see it good enough there. So I'm just loosening the soil up. It's been stepped on a lot because it's level with the ground. The soil in here is from the local county compost site, which is managed by a private company called OTI. They sell a product called Garden Blend. I believe it's half topsoil, half compost, but it's screened really well and it's pretty cheap. Wouldn't mind getting some more. Need to find a dump trailer to borrow or rent. I was getting it put directly in the bed of my truck. I don't really want to do that anymore. So now I'm gonna mix in some organic granulated fertilizer. This is Chick and Poo. I think that's the brand name, from Menards. It is a 25-pound bag for $11. It's not as good as the Espoma, any of them, but it's almost as good and it's way cheaper. I guess if you found the Espoma garden tone, plant tone, tomato tone, if you find that on sale, that would be a better product, but this is fine. And it's really, you really got to put in an organic granular fertilizer if you want the soil to get better. I'm not 100% organic, but this, and then topping it off every year as needed with compost, will just continue to make the soil better. Maybe I can move the camera closer. Just mixing it in lightly. Got 9 tomatoes that need to get planted today. Got about maybe an hour and a half before it gets dark. I did record growing the tomatoes from seed every single day because I want to make a video out of it that shows you exactly what it takes to do that. Most of the videos, they just, you know, they'll like skip a month and here and there. So I have it all recorded. It's gonna take a while to have time to edit it, but make sure you subscribe to the channel if you don't already, so then when that video comes up, you'll know it's there. It'll show it to you. So I like to put the tomatoes 3 feet apart, and then just for fun, let's see, they are 5 feet apart each box, and that, if you have the room, that makes it really easy to walk through and pick the tomatoes. So I'm just going 10 inches from the side. And then this isn't quite 6 feet. 68 inches. So 34. 2 inches shy of 3 feet. I would never go closer, but you can. Then about burying tomatoes deep, you can, you don't have to. Epic Gardening did an experiment and they found that it really didn't make a difference, because the deeper you go, the colder the soil's gonna be. But for sure, bury them deep if they're tall and laggy, or you need to for them to hold up. $12 different kinds of tomatoes this year. And I have 30 tomatoes. Maybe next year I'll try and do 15 different kinds. On this one, I would like to remove this branch, but if you do that, it's not good to remove it right now and then bury it under the soil. So I should have removed it yesterday. We have, this is the giant crimson. It's the one that the M.I. gardener saved from extinction. He'll sell you 2 packs of the seeds a year. So we are going 2 inches deeper than where it was in the pot. Just gonna put the soil back lightly. For now, I'm just putting the tags in here, but they get buried with wood chips, so I'll have to figure something out. So probably tomorrow I'll rip this off. Next we have fireworks. These ones just grew really great. So these are all heirlooms, which means that if you keep the seeds, it'll grow the same plant. The hybrids, they grow one plant, and then they cross-pollinate them. And then I think they grow a 3rd plant and take the seeds from that. I'm not exactly sure. But Burpee has one called 4th of July. And I tried to look up to see what its parents are, and apparently it's a trade secret. But that's supposed to have ripe tomatoes by the 4th of July. I mean, that